What is ChemBAM?
ChemBAM is a project we set up in 2017 to make chemistry more interesting for children in the UK and around the world. We aim to link the national curriculum and sort of the topics children learn in school to real-world chemistry, things that are going on around the world in industry and in research. And the idea with that is to showcase how important chemistry is and then hopefully make it more enjoyable to learn about it.
What is the challenge in chemistry education for students with vision impairment?
Chemistry is a really visual subject. So if you do chemistry experiments in school, you're often looking for a colour change, or you're measuring something on a very small scale, for example, on the side of a piece of glassware. And also, when you're learning science, you're often looking at quite complex diagrams. So it's really inaccessible for people who have a vision impairment.
How is ChemBAM making chemistry more accessible to students with vision impairment?
The ChemBAM team has become really interested in how we can make chemistry accessible to pupils with vision impairment. We've particularly been looking at designing experiments that are based on touch or smell or even taste. One example is acid-based titrations. And this is a common experiment that children do in school, in GCSE or A-level, for example, where you add acid drop by drop to a solution of a base, an alkali. And you use an indicator, normally a coloured indicator, something that changes colour when you reach the end point of your reaction. Instead of using colours, which obviously aren't going to be accessible for a pupil with vision impairment, we've been looking at using smell-based indicators, and specifically onions, which change smell when you go from basic to acidic conditions. Something else that we're really excited about is our tactile chromatography column. Chromatography is really important in industry and in research labs, and it's a way that we separate different molecules from each other. And it's in the national curriculum as well, in Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, and then A-level. Chromatography is often taught in the curriculum in a very visual way, for example, by separating felt tip pen ink into its different constituent colours. We've made tactile chromatography as a more accessible version that still teaches that same concept. It's a plastic tube that's lined with Velcro, and we tip a mixture of balls into that tube. Some are fuzzy wool felt balls and some of them are hard plastic balls. The fuzzy wool felt balls stick to the Velcro and the hard plastic ones fall through, allowing you to separate that mixture.